Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Jeff.
I'm Dr. Jenny Lee with 10 years of experience today. So today, what are we going to talking about?
Today we're going to talk about frozen shoulder, aka adhesive capsulitis.
During our 10 years of experience working as a chiropractor, actually we see a lot of cases of frozen shoulder in your practice, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of times as it presents within the clinic, you're going to have people who have lack of range of motion, or when they do have any sort of range of motion, a lot of pain. Not necessarily a problem with the shoulder per se, but they just can't lift up the whole range of motion with the shoulder. And so there's varying degrees when it comes to this then too.
So in this video, we're going to go through 3 very simple, very quick exercise you can follow at home. And these are the exercises we usually tell our patients to follow at home. So you're getting this advice free of seeing us in the clinic.
Yeah. A few things ones to note here then too. Always advise with your medical doctor whenever you do these exercises to make sure that you are actually fit to actually do these exercises. And then also too, we're going to talk about again when it comes to what are some of the primary indicators of it, like what are some of the causes of it then. For instance, overuse with the shoulder that can cause a lot of repetition, which can cause it to a lot of pain in the area.
Want to know what is the common cause of frozen shoulder, like why and what caused you to have this kind of conditions?
There really isn't one cause per se, but there can be multiple ones that do it. You want to talk about injury, direct conflict with it. You want to talk about surgeries, overuse. Sometimes repetitious motion of the shoulder can cause a lot of pain with it then too over the years. So arthritis, everything starts to build up then.
Let's waste no time and let us show you the 3 simple common exercise you can do at home. Let's go.
So now the first exercise that we're going to do is actually we're going to use the wall over here. Now again, you can use the side that you're actually facing. Obviously when it comes to the shoulder issue, you're going to face that one side. So if I have an issue, it's going to be on my right side in this particular instance. So I'm going to stand about a few feet away from the wall. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to gently crawl up the wall all the way, okay, till as far as you can go. If I start feeling pain right here, I'm just going to stop and then slowly crawl right down, okay? Now you're going to repeat this process about 5 times and crawl all the way up, trying to slowly inch your way up a little bit more every single time then too, and then bringing it down all the way here then, okay? Until eventually you can get up a little bit more and as far as you can reach all the way up to the top then, and then slowly come down. Now, some people, they like to use what are known as paper plates. So if you have a paper plate on your hand here, you can gently slide it right up and slide it right down. If the finger roll is just too much for you, again, just take that paper plate, go as far as you can go. It might be a little bit easier for you, less friction, and then just kind of gently bring it down. Okay?
All right, the key about recovery from frozen shoulder is making sure you can keep that shoulder moving and slowly you can achieve the full range of motion. So here's a tip for you. So I got my good friend stick right here. So let's pretend that this side is my back shoulder side, my frozen shoulder side. So as for frozen shoulder, most people will come to a pain point at a certain part of a range of motion. Like let's just pretend for my back shoulder, this is how far I can reach. Anything further than that, it's gonna be quite painful and gonna feel a lot of restriction inside. So this is where the stick gonna come in place. So I'm gonna use my good side, my good hand right here, to grab one end of the stick, and my back shoulder side, grab the other side of the stick, and then we're gonna slowly work together to pass. At this point, maybe your backside shoulder is feeling a lot of pain, restriction, can't really go any further, and this is where your good side coming in place. So your good side is gonna be a very good helper at this point, and it's gonna slowly take you up and help your shoulder to achieve a bit more movement than it used to be. Although you're going to feel a lot of restriction in the beginning, and it might be quite difficult for you to pass just maybe like 10 to 20 degrees in the beginning, but don't worry, you just keep on going and keep on stretching and just keep that shoulder moving. So if you don't have a stick at home, no worry. You can use an umbrella as another alternative. You can also use a broom, use the alternative. And you want to use something that is light, not so heavy. So we can always just focus on improve that range of motion of the shoulder. So the last exercise I want to talk about is one of my favorite. I call it making that curry. Okay, so this one, if your frozen shoulder have a lot of pain inside, you can just go with no weights. But in this situation, I'm gonna take about a 1 kg weight here with me. If you don't have a free weight at home, don't worry. You can substitute with a water bottle filled with water. Okay, so why I call it making that curry? Making that curry is because you're gonna try to circle your shoulder counterclockwise. You know, it's kind of like you're really stirring that pot of curry and really make it creamy. Okay, so in the beginning, your circle is very small. Your circle is very small, but don't worry. Every circle you're trying to challenge yourself to go a little bit further. Okay, so you can lean slightly forward and just kind of circling at a counterclockwise. Try to do this about 10 to 15 times and reverse that. So you can do a clockwise the other side. Okay, so don't worry, you're gonna have a lot of restriction in the beginning. More you're doing this exercise, more range of motions you're gonna achieve in your shoulders.
Okay guys, thank you for tuning in. We hope that this was actually pretty helpful.
If you like what you see, please subscribe and follow us for more. We'll see you next time.